Hello everyone, today, I will recap the movie Wish. This is a story about Magnifico, a man who believes that dreams are the most precious thing in life. He regards special dreams as elements that can shape people and improve their lives. However, he also realizes that making dreams come true is very difficult for ordinary people, and reality can easily shatter dreams. In order to pursue his dream, Magnifico is determined to learn magic and become a mage, capable of making people's wishes come true. Magnifico and Amaya, his wife, discover an island in the middle of the Mediterranean. They invite everyone to live in this beautiful paradise without any discrimination. This is an ideal place to live. So many families from all over move here. They send their wishes to the magician as a way to express their gratitude, while also hoping that one day their wishes will come true. Now, Magnifico has become king, and once a month he chooses a wish from the people to make. Asha, a citizen of the island, eagerly tells this story to Mr. Sabino on his 100th birthday. Today, everyone on the island, including Mr. Sabino, has wishes that they hope will be implementation by Magnifico. When her mother announced that Magnifico had summoned everyone to a prayer ceremony, Asha was very excited and immediately went to the place where the ceremony was being held. She shared her joy with the other happy citizens. In her song, Asha repeatedly praised the kind king who had brought everyone here. This life was their blessing. Asha then arrives at Magnifico's castle. Her goal is not only to make a wish but also to become Magnifico's apprentice, because if she is chosen, her whole family will have their wish granted. Worried, Asha seeks advice from her best friend, Chef Dahlia. Dahlia advises her to calm down and asks Asha about her weaknesses. Asha realizes that too much love is her biggest weakness. To cheer her up, Dahlia brings out freshly baked cookies for Asha to enjoy. However, as soon as her friends smell the aroma, they rush in and eat them together. At this moment, a boy sneezed on Gaba's cookies, making him very angry. Seeing this, Asha gave her cookies to Gaba. When Gaba learned that Asha would be interviewed, he pointed at Simon, who slept in the castle all day, hoping that Simon's wish would come true one day. At this moment, Queen Amaya entered and told Asha that it was her turn to be interviewed. At the same time, a man walked out of Magnifico's room in tears. Dahlia consoled Asha one last time, reminding her not to touch anything in his room. As she led Asha inside, Amaya advised her to avoid unnecessary questions. She expressed her hope that Magnifico would choose Asha as his apprentice, because Asha truly cared about the people and the kingdom. As Asha entered the room, she was captivated by the beauty of the place. She noticed an old book hanging on the wall. Just as Asha was about to touch the book, Magnifico suddenly appeared, startling her and accidentally touching the glass covering the book, causing many flies to fly out. Asha frantically chased the flies away, then he used magic to seal it. Feeling ashamed, she bowed to him and wanted to leave, thinking that she had made a bad impression on Magnifico and was not worthy of being his student. However, he did not care about that and asked Asha to share her weaknesses and strengths. Asha admitted that her weakness was being too compassionate, while her strengths were learning quickly and drawing very well. To prove it, she shows Magnifico her drawings of a moving goat. Asha's father was a philosopher who was passionate about studying the stars, but he died when Asha was 12. Magnifico sympathizes with her and shares his own past. His family was destroyed by greedy thieves. Because of that, he built this kingdom so that no one else would have to suffer the same loss. He then took her to the wishing room, where very few people were allowed to enter, showing that he trusted her very much. Asha sees people's wishes hanging in thousands of balloons on the ceiling. Magnifico says that these are the most precious treasures of the kingdom, and Asha is impressed by this beautiful sight. While sightseeing, she discovers the wish of her grandfather, Sabino, who wished for everyone to receive positive inspiration. Seeing this, Asha boldly asked Magnifico to grant her grandfather a wish, since it was his 100th birthday. However, Magnifico refused, saying that it was inappropriate. He explained that a wish that was too vague could be dangerous. Asha protests that her grandfather didn't mean it. Besides, he was 100 years old. He couldn't wait any longer. Magnifico is furious, thinking that Asha is young and doesn't understand the things of adults. He immediately takes back all the balloons, revealing that he has never granted anyone's wish before, nor does he return the dreams of the people to pursue. Amidst the tension, Amaya appears and announces that it is time for the prayer ceremony. With a cold expression, Magnifico asks Asha to accompany him to the stage. She watched silently as Magnifico took the wishes of innocent people, trapping the most beautiful parts of their hearts in mindless bubbles. When their dreams are taken away, they suddenly feel empty, and their longing gradually fades away. He then announced that it was time to grant the people a wish, But instead of calling Sabino, who was waiting anxiously below, Magnifico invited a seamstress to the stage and granted her wish. It was a pair of golden scissors that could create the most beautiful dresses. He also told Asha that he would withdraw his offer to take her on as a student, and declared that he would keep her family's wish forever. That night, Asha sat with her grandfather Sabino and mother Sakina, but she could not forget the meeting with Magnifico. She tries to tell Sabino that Magnifico does not want to fulfill Sabino's wishes, and many others as well. When he learned of Sabino's wish, Magnifico himself said that he would not accept it. But her grandfather and mother stopped Asha because they still believed in him, or perhaps just to hide this cruel truth. When she saw that people did not believe her, Asha ran outside. She wanted to tell everyone the truth, but she didn't have the courage. It was late at night, but Asha still felt sad and continued to sing. Asha ran to the tree where she often sat with her father to watch the stars. She made a wish to see the big star, and strangely its light suddenly increased, illuminating the entire island. Many people witnessed this phenomenon, including Magnifico and Queen. Amaya thought that Magnifico had used magic, but Magnifico was very scared and insisted that he had done nothing. Then a bright star fell from above and began chasing Asha. It hid under her sweater, playing with her. When Asha tried to catch it, it ran further and dragged her a short distance before stopping and snatching her book. The star explains to Asha that the star is Asha's wish. When Asha did not believe it, the star touched the mushrooms nearby. Suddenly, Asha saw the mushrooms yawn and heard them talking. Valentino ran after the star, and when its light hit him, he swallowed the light, and Valentino also learned to speak, but his voice was deep like a man's. The star happily shined everywhere, bringing life to the entire forest and talking to Asha. She asked why the star is here. The star shines a magical light on her lips, as if to say it will help her make a wish. Asha hesitates for a moment, then opens her sketchbook and says that she wants to make everyone's wishes come true. Hearing this, the star advises Asha to take those wishes out of the castle. However, while she is still hesitating, the star takes the string and runs toward the palace. On the other hand, Magnifico was worried about what had happened earlier. Although he had read many books, he still could not find the cause. So he decided to go find the forbidden book. However, the queen stopped him in time, because neither of them understood the book well. She comforted Magnifico by showing him the kingdom through the window, affirming that everyone loved him. Asha wrapped the star in a bag and hurried back to the castle, trying to avoid everyone's gaze. While waiting, the lovely star even knitted herself a nightgown inside the bag. Asha reminded the Valentino and the star to stay in the chicken coop. Then she tried to sneak through the kitchen, but was quickly discovered by Dahlia and her friends. Asha asked Dahlia to show her the secret path to Magnifico's study. Meanwhile, a boy entered the room to collect the eggs, and Asha immediately stopped him. Realizing that something was wrong, everyone asked Asha to reveal the truth. Finally, she decided to tell them how she made a wish when she saw a star. At that moment, the door of the room opened, and they saw a flock of chickens dancing and singing under the command of Valentino. The star even flew out to greet everyone, but was sad when he saw Simon, because he was over 18 and had given his wish to Magnifico. Currently, Simon did not even remember what the wish was. After the incident, Asha asked everyone to keep what she had told them a secret, including the little star. When everyone went out, only Dahlia remained. Asha told her about her meeting with Magnifico. He had no intention of granting everyone's wishes, so Asha wanted to free those wishes and needed Dahlia's help. Despite her fear, Dahlia agreed to lead Asha to Magnifico's study, the only path they used to send food every day. As soon as Asha entered the study, Magnifico called everyone outside to announce that someone had used lighting magic last night. Anyone with information about the incident will be rewarded. In the king's study, Asha tries to open the door to get inside. Soon, the bright star causes objects in the room to move and causes a fire. Dahlia sees the light coming from the study window, so she asked strange questions to try to stop Magnifico from coming back. Meanwhile, Asha put out the fire and hid everything in the window through which she had climbed. She and the star then used magic to open the wishing chamber. The people asked Magnifico if their wishes were still safe, and if they could change their wishes, which made Magnifico angry. He declared that he would grant anyone's wish, if they had information about the traitor. The Amaya is shocked by Magnifico's rudeness, but he did not care. He arrogantly thought that he had let those people live here for free and protected them. Therefore, he thought he had the right to decide. Meanwhile, Asha found Sabino's wish. However, before she could leave, Magnifico entered angrily. He felt miserable because he had done so much for the people, but what happened just now That's how they repay him. Asha, the Star, and the Valentino were looking for a place to hide from that tension. In desperation, Magnifico took the magic book and absorbed the entire curse. Suddenly, a secret door under the floor opened, and Magnifico entered. Asha returned home and gave Sabino's wish back to him. He was overjoyed to receive it. Sabino suddenly wished he had never said the wish to Magnifico. Asha promised her mother that she would bring Mother Wish back. Suddenly, Magnifico appeared and asked Asha to hand over the star. When she refused, Magnifico crushed her mother's wish in his hand, feeling the power overflow. He then saw Star flying in the room. Before he could catch it, Asha threw the cover at him and escaped with Sabino, Valentino, and her mother on Magnifico's horse, then took a boat to another island. Asha felt that she was the only one who could stop Magnifico, so she dived into the sea to return to the island. Meanwhile, Magnifico broke 3 more wishes to become stronger, causing pain to those who lost their wishes. He borrowed the power of darkness to create a stick that could absorb the power of the stars. Amaya went to Magnifico and was surprised to know his intentions. Amaya tried to stop him. However, Magnifico went crazy and pointed the stick at the queen's neck. Amaya was extremely scared when she saw her husband's actions and tried to calm him down. Magnifico then gathered everyone together and declared that Asha had stolen the wishes of 3 innocent people, causing them suffering. Elsa saw the queen looking very scared. So, Asha told Amaya through a mouse that the people of Rosas were in dire need of her help. To get close to Elsa, Magnifico chooses Simon and intends to make him a knight. However, he later uses his power to manipulate Simon. Influenced by dark magic, Simon becomes his puppet and is forced to tell everyone about the star and the traitor group, including Dahlia and all of Asha's friends. Asha panics and runs to find her friend. Valentino discovers a secret door that leads to where everyone is hiding. They question Asha about whether she stole the wishes. Asha explains that Magnifico broke their wishes and Asha's mother's to blame her. She is determined to save all wishes from destruction. Dahlia has decided to trust her best friend, so all the friends unanimously stand by Asha. Suddenly, the Amai enters the room, causing everyone to panic. However, she informed that Magnifico had absorbed all the evil magic, and she wanted to help them save the dreams of the people. It was time for them all to unite. Amaya then went to find Magnifico and informed him that someone had seen Asha in the forest. Magnifico immediately left to find her. While Magnifico is out, the queen opens the secret door. At the same time, Asha ventures deep into the forest, where she is given a magic wand by the star. Their goal is for Asha to lead Magnifico as far away as possible, while the queen and her friends release wishes. When the star leaves, Asha tries to use the wand, but it only creates a firework display, which Magnifico notices and follows. While Asha's friends enter the wishing room, the queen informs them that they need to pull a string to open the dome, but their power is not enough to do so. At this time, the Amaya is reading a forbidden book, which states that when someone performs this magic, they will never be the same again. They then jump down using a rope, so they could open the roof to release the wishes. Seeing this, Asha's mother and Sabino also decided to return. Asha discovered this from the sky, and informed Magnifico that his game was over. However, he suddenly transformed into Simon, and Asha realized that they had been tricked. While Simon cornered Asha, a bear suddenly attacked him. Asha immediately ran back to the castle. He also imprisoned all the people of Rosas with evil magic, and covered the skies so that no one could rebel. Asha was constantly attacked by Magnifico with evil magic. The people below were also not spared from the disaster. Now, he had become powerful, truly wanting to oppress the people under his rule. When Asha no longer has the strength to speak, Dahlia speaks for her. However, Magnifico attacks and orders her to be silent. Soon, the Amaya and all the people of Rosas sing together to make a wish. Gradually, they free themselves from the evil magic trap. When they all make a wish, Star will guide them. The star regains its power and escapes from Magnifico's staff, freeing those it has imprisoned. All dreams are revived. Finally, all wishes are released and returned to those to whom they belong. Magnifico is trapped in his own staff. Meanwhile, Simon apologizes to Asha and her friends, saying that he was wrong to trust Magnifico. Suddenly, they hear his voice from the mirror, calling for them to release him. However, the queen coldly orders the mirror to be hung in the dungeon forever. The Rosas the people cheers enthusiastically for their queen. Later, Sabino also begins to learn to play music. Everyone is making their dreams come true. Star brings Asha the wand she accidentally broke in the forest, and turns it back into a wand. Upon receiving the wand, Asha unexpectedly creates a large hen with her magic, Finally, the star says goodbye to Asha and the Rosas people. The movie ends here. The best dreams are kept to yourself. When you share them, not everyone will care. If there are people who understand and support you, they may not say anything. But those who do not like you will find a way to hinder your dreams. Many others listen just out of curiosity or to mock you. Keep pursuing your dreams quietly until you succeed, then share them. If you like, please give me a like and comment on your thoughts on this movie. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow the latest movie recap. See you again.